Yo, what's up? T-Pain here. Gonna go pick up my homie Dr. Dre and we're gonna lay down the fat beats. Come on, y'all.
Come on, buddy.
We throwing fire?
Oh, we're about to spit right now. Come on in.
It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. To understand hip-hop and rap, you have to first understand hip-hop and rap culture. Let us break it down for you.
Alright. So some of the major influences of the hip-hop culture are some things like MC. This stands for Master of Ceremonies. These are the guys, but in the hip-hop culture, it means to rhyme or spit fire or any of these various names. Two of the biggest and most important parts to MCing are your flow and your delivery. Your flow is your rhythm and your rhymes. Your delivery is how you present yourself and obviously how you deliver to the folks. Next up we got DJing. This stands for disc jockeying. This is any guy who plays some recorded music for the folks who want to listen to it. Yep. Buddy Tyler's got the rest for you.
Alright, what's good? I'm going to talk to you a little bit about b-boying, also known as breakdancing, because rap just ain't all about the words, it's about your moves too. You got rhythm in your body and in your soul, and b-boying is where it comes out. And lastly, talking about graffiti writing, also known as tagging, because you have to express yourself in a creative way. And although some might see it as illegal, it's still got soul. And that's the important part, dog. The first thing you need to make a thumpin' rap song is a fine studio. Luckily, my homie Dr. Dre has a fine studio to work with.
Alright, let's go check this out, right?
An old rap proverb once said, the studio makes the man, or the man makes the studio. And here we go.
Wow, Daddy-o, those are some funky, fresh beats.
That's nice, dog. That's nice.
So, in the hip-hop culture, obviously there's a lot of angst and rebellion amongst the hip-hoppers. And as you can tell from some of the way some of us dress, we like to stand out and swim upstream, if you will. We're not really go-with-the-flow types, and a lot of that angsty rebellion is what fuels those tasty lyrics.
And once you have those lyrics, you can apply some percussion to lay a basis for maybe creating your own rap song, to express yourself, and maybe with a friend, get your message across to the people. So that's what you're aiming for, dog. And if you don't have a studio at home, you can use an open source software program such as Mixcraft version 5.1, which we're using. You can edit your audio and play your clips and get it all set up in here so you make the perfect rap song.
Now, a very important part to rapping is your style. And if you want to choose your style in rapping, you're going to have to know what kinds of styles are out there. So, here we go. So this is a sample of battle rap. You'll see that it's aggressive and it's aimed at each other in it's a way to man up on each other. It's a competition within the rap culture itself.
I was 4 o'clock in the morning and I got trouble sleeping. I'll tell him to bring his rap notebook. I fall asleep while he's reading.
You might have noticed that there wasn't any music because this is just two guys rapping at each other. Now, this is a sample of crunking music. This is rap that has a lot of energy and a lot of heavy beat, and it just makes you want to dance. Crunking is a combination of two words, and a lot of us rappers won't say that it's a very legitimate rap, but it seems to be wildly popular, and the two words it combines are crazy and drunk, which is... this is why we don't like it as real rap, but there you go.
reality is nourishment, but people don't believe it. I guess it's hard to stomach the truth like a bulimic. It's a dirty game and nobody is willing to clean it.
That was gangster rap. Gangster rap often is about violence and a hard childhood and life in the inner city, but for the most part it gets that term because of the gangster lifestyle, and that's just raw, cold, out there life. You don't censor or filter anything. So, but obviously it can present itself in more ways than just vulgar and violent.
This is for the paraplegic people dreaming and running, ladies married to men who follow me quicker to the bottom. We gotta beat this in the freaking apology.
So that is an example of Midwest rap. It's a lot of that fast stuff. And it's a lot of quick, really sharp words, and it can be quite slammy. All right. So this is Southern rap. This is characterized by repetitive loops and just really heavy bass. This is if you have a really solid stereo system plus subwoofer in your car, this is the kind of music you listen to that's got that thumping bass with it. This is hyphy. It's an obvious offshoot of crunk music, so a lot of people respect it even less than crunk music, which is pretty low. But you can tell it's kind of just crazy and yeah, it's, characterized by ridiculousness. Alright, this is snap music, for obvious reasons. I don't have the rhythm to it, but there's snap in the background there. Yeah, so you hear that. This is characterized by R&B rhythms mixed with a little bit of a little bit heavier into the raw rap, but mostly R&B with that snap in the background, and that helps you just really get the rhythm and dance slow with it. And it's a dance music, but not a crazy crunk dance or a hyphy dance, but just a grooving dance. So obviously that is just a very narrow, slim few of basic hip-hop topics. Off of those, you can mix them around, and you can get even more specific if you want. And there are just many subgenres of hip-hop that would just take forever to get into. But right now we were covering just basic hip-hop. You got your beats up in your studio, and your lyrics are good. You got those written in your notebook, and your song's coming together. And now you want to add a little flair, add a little trick in it out. Well, we've got a couple of ideas for you. Here's my buddy Tyler with one of them.
Alright, you got your beats down, you keep your song going nice and steady. To make your song a little more interesting, let's add some bass.
Oh, bass.
Can never have too much bass.
This is the truth. Bass in cars, subwoofers, you could turn your whole car, because it's a closed area. The air pressure from the bass waves, it thumps. So that's a good way to get a lot of bass, is to put some system in your car.
You feel like you're in a giant fishbowl, dog.
It's all right. Next thing you could do, little synthesizer for you, some of you techno guys or some of your old classic 80s guys. Little synthesizer, keyboard, some crazy screechy sounds. The kids love that stuff. Whatever.
Little horns never hurt anybody? Some trumpets? Making out at old school.
That is way old school, the big old brass section.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Now that, you can never have too much bass. I would just like to re-articulate the importance of bass.
Any kind of bass.
Any
Electric,
kind of bass.
string, standing.
Good stuff. Bass vocals. You can do some singing.
But gotta be careful. Too much singing turns your rap song into an R&B song, which is fine, but it's not what we're going for.
You could also do that auto-tune. Some of the rappers like that. You kids love that.
Not so much rap. It's more of a gimmick,
Yeah.
in our opinion, and most experienced rappers would agree.
All right, auto-tune is nonsense.
Agreed, dog.
Yeah.
Agreed. Also, many rap songs include the use of profanity, which has its positives and its negatives. For our rap song, we're choosing to use no profanity.
You might be asking yourself, what could possibly be the positives of using profanity and making yourself look like an undereducated Bohemian barbarian guy? Well, it makes you appear more serious to the younger types. Makes you edgy, you know, some of that stuff. And
Indeed.
yeah, you know, it helps you get the attention. People listen to you if you're swearing. They're not always listening to you seriously, but they're listening. And you know, it makes you appear intimidating, which is all fine and dandy if you're in a battle. But again, that's not what Tyler and I are shooting for right in here.
And of course, if you use profanity, it definitely limits your audience. The young kids can't listen to it, and there's nothing wrong with a good rap, no matter how old you are. But the profanity can definitely change it. And it's all about the subject matter. Alright, dog, I got a quick question. Alright, so me and my friends, we got our beats, we got our lyrics, we got our bass.
Alright.
We know what style we want to use. What now?
What do you mean, what now, son?
Well, how to put my song together.
How to put your song together, son? Oh, that's real simple, boy. All you gotta do, set up those tunes, kick that beats, get those bass rocking, and just rhyme to the rhythm, son. Just let it take you away.
Just like that?
Just like that. That's as easy as rapping. That's the magic of it.
I can dig it.
Aye.
Alright, dog. Thanks for showing me the way. I appreciate it, and I can't wait to lay out my fat beats for this rap song.
Hey, dog. That's no problem. I love to spread the love, you know what I'm saying? But there's one thing that I want you to remember with your newfound gift. Rap is about one part rebelliousness, a couple parts of fighting upstream, but most importantly, rap is about being yourself and being an individual. So never ever follow a strict guideline or blueprint on how to write a rap song. Use your own creativity.
I think I get it now, dog. Start rapping, we'll take it real slow. Me and DIlon will show you the flow. If you listen good, you'll be the bomb, and you can go home and show it to your mom.